I've been to Fountains Abbey so many times, and I never fail to be amazed simply by its size, the fact that it was lived in for about 400 years, and of course that it changed radically over time. Some of the buildings, like the tower, were finished only shortly before the Abbey ended with a dissolution. I've always been awed by the delicacy of a structure that encloses such a resonant space. The masons of the time instinctively knew their materials and methods. It's easy to forget that this grandeur and size went with a pretty tough day-to-day life, and the beautiful architecture was an expression of reverence rather than opulence. Of course, the Cistercian values of simplicity and austerity didn't prevent the Abbey generating wealth and using it for these buildings, which rivaled any in England. I love the ambiguity of this sort of building. I respond to the skill and craftsmanship of the making, and after nearly 900 years, its permanence in the landscape, its beauty. I also can't help but see the politics of its coming into existence and its continued reverence. And although its stories fascinate, the human element can be tragic. I can't help but remember that the Abbey must have been funded from the industries and agriculture they owned and the work of ordinary people. Mind you, I'd probably rather have worked for an Abbey than other landowners. The Abbey here was set up by a group of monks who were thrown out of their place in York. Then Archbishop of York gave them the land in the valley of the River Skell to start a new monastery. I wonder, was there anyone here then and how they felt about that? The first Abbey buildings are said to have been burnt down not long after completion by an angry local mob, later recorded as a reaction to the appointment by King Stephen of his nephew as new Archbishop. I have wondered if there might also have been resentments to the new Abbey. There's something so pleasing about the repeating arches and the vertical lines in the walls and windows. Over 400 years, changing building fashions led to the richness of different shapes here. I don't feel any tension with the natural forms of trees and rivers. Is that because it's ruined and softened by lack of use? I don't know. But seen from the hillside on a summer's evening, it feels that these buildings belong.